Yeah, good evening, all. Welcome to this live session on Infosys Coding Exam Experience 2026. So, students who have appeared Infosys exam on 4th January and also on 18th January. So, I request them to share their exam experiences. So, in the chat, you can just share your experience. I have few questions. Okay, so you can answer those a few questions regarding examination, coding examination. Okay, so just say hi in the chat box. Yeah, good evening, participants. Yeah, 4492. Good evening. Have you written exam on 18th or on 4th? On which date you finished your Infosys exam? Yeah, can you just share your 18th? Okay, so on 18th you have finished your examination. Okay. Okay, so what is your experience? So let me share the screen. Okay, so you can just answer these. Okay, so I'll just share the screen with you. Okay, so I'll share the experiences of participants in this. Right? Okay, so yeah, one of the participant has given some reply. Okay, so I'll take up these things afterwards. Okay, so he has given this reply. Complex problem. 6 out of 12 test cases passed. Easy, 1 out of 12 test cases passed. Okay, so medium level, 2 out of 12 test cases passed. Okay, so that means none of your questions passed all the test cases, isn't it? Okay, so here uh, of 50% test cases passed, here only in easy problem. Actually, in easy problem, you might have focused more instead of solving the remaining two problems. Okay, so if you have concentrated more and for this problem, okay, so if 12 out of 12 test cases passed, okay, and for medium level, even if some 4 5 test cases passed, you would have got a interview call. Did you get interview mail? Did you get interview mail? Yes. Okay, so when is your interview scheduled? When is your interview scheduled? Okay, so this person got a interview mail. Okay, so friends, remember. Okay, so he has got this even see the kind of test cases passed for this student. Okay, so 6 out of 12. Okay, in easy level 1 out of 12 and medium level 2 out of 12, and he got the uh, mail for a interview. Okay, so he got interview mail. So when is your mail interview scheduled? Can you just reply? No mail, not received. Okay, so yeah, so this is for another thing he has answered yes. Okay, so but no interview mail he has received. Okay, so that means he hasn't solved any problem completely. Okay, I told in the first video itself, at least you focus to solve one problem completely, one problem completely. Okay, so then you will have fair chances of getting a interview mail. Okay, right, so this is his experience. He didn't receive any mail for interview. Yes, is it correct? 4492, you didn't receive any interview mail, no mail. Okay, good. There is another student. Okay, so hi sir, I given a technical interview today. That is 19th January 2026. When can I expect the result? Can you please reply? Okay, yeah, this is by 2035. Okay, so I'm just reading the numbers. Okay, so 2035, this student has given uh, interview today. Okay, so can you just reply 2035? Okay, so when did you write your exam? Can you just specify your exam date? Exam date. Okay, so Ramesh, I think Ramesh 2035. Okay, so Ramesh, can you just uh, tell when was your exam date? On 18th, or have you finished on 18th, or 4th January? Okay, so which is your exam date? Yesterday. Okay, so yeah, yesterday 18th January he finished exam. And when did you get interview mail? Can you specify the time? Interview mail, at what time you got interview mail? Interview mail yesterday. Hope you might have got interview mail yesterday. Okay, by what time? Just to inform the participants. Okay, so to let the participants understand the procedure. Okay, so night 10 p.m. Right. Okay, so that means he got a interview mail. Okay, so yesterday, that means 18th January he has given his exam, and he got interview mail on the same day, 18th January. Okay, so at 10 p.m. he got the mail. Okay, so Ramesh, I request you to just tell about your exam. Okay, so just can you elaborate about your exam? Out of 4 questions, okay, how many you attempted, completed? Okay, and how many test cases passed? Okay, so number of questions attempted out of 4. I'll just can you just answer this number of questions attempted by you? And in each question, if it is 2 or 3, in each question, how many test cases passed for you? Okay, so Ramesh, can you just give answers to this? Because others also will come to know, okay, why they haven't got interview mail. And this helps for further examinations. Okay, so if you have any other companies online examination, okay, so this helps you more. Okay, so how you should concentrate, how you should focus on attending an online examination. Okay, so especially online coding examination, what should be your focus? Okay, so this helps you in getting uh, next exam easy for you. Okay, so Ramesh, okay, so solved one question completely easy. Other questions, 6 test cases passed. This is the reply given by Ramesh. Thank you, Ramesh. It's excellent. First of all, I would like to congratulate Ramesh for getting the interview call. Okay, so out of 4 questions, so he attempted. How many questions you attempted? Other means how many? Can you just 3 questions you solved? Number of questions attempted 3. Okay, so 3 questions he attempted. Okay, so he completed easy question. Okay, so easy level question he solved completely, solved this question completely. Okay, so that means all 12 test cases passed. This is what I told. Okay, so all 12 test cases passed. Okay, so only one medium. Okay, so that means he solved the number of questions. So 2 questions he solved. Okay, so number of questions attempted, 2 questions solved. In that, one question, easy level question, he solved completely with all 12 test cases passed. And the second level question, that is medium level question. Okay, so medium question level, he solved 50%. Okay, so 50% he solved. Okay, so what is the meaning of 50%? That means 6 test cases passed. 6 test cases passed. Okay, so if you have seen the first video in our Infosys training uh, playlist, okay, so I told one and of question if you can solve. Okay, that means one question complete and second question 50% even if you solve. Okay, so then you will get interview call. That is what I suggested in the first video. Ramesh did the same thing and he got a interview mail yesterday, and today he finished his interview. How was your interview, Ramesh? How was your interview? Are you there in Infosys training group, Ramesh, in our WhatsApp group? Yeah, there were some students, they were posting messages in our group. Okay, so that they haven't received any mail about venue uh, on 18th. Okay, so such students, so one of such students replied today. So I have exam on 25th. Okay, so okay, so this person triple eight, he said that he has exam on 25th of January. Is it 25th of January? 25th of January 2026. Can you reply triple eight? The person, just I am taking only these, not your names. Okay, so 25th January 20 Spurti. Spurti has, what is your doubt? Please reply. Yes, she has. What is your mail? Uh, doubt, Spurti. Uh, Can you just type your doubt, Spurti? Yeah, Ramesh, can you just elaborate about your Infosys interview process? Yeah, Spurti, don't get venue mail, so I can't attend the exam. Why they don't update venue properly or any possible for another exams? Please reply. Yeah, Spurti, there was one student who replied that he has exam on 25th. Okay, so 25th January, this student has got mail. Okay, so when did you get mail? Triple eight, can you just elaborate? When did you get a mail about 25th January exam? Okay, so you may have fair chance of having examination on 25th January. Did you get a shortlist mail? You are shortlisted for Infosys exam. Okay, have you received that mail, Spurti? Yeah. So what we do is we will continue our Infosys training because some more students have examination on 25th January, and for 18th January examination we have got some sample questions. Okay. So I got some sample questions given by TCS people. Okay. So from tomorrow onwards we'll try to solve these sample questions. Okay. I'll give some more clarity up to 24th January. Okay, so we'll continue our training. Don't worry, I'll help you in clearing your exam on 25th. Yeah, okay. So you got a shortlist mail. Okay, so definitely you will also get a mail regarding 25th January date. Okay, so hopefully this may be your date. Okay, so just wait. And can you just tell triple eight when did you get mail about this examination so that others will get some clarity? They will keep on checking their mails. Yeah, you may get. Don't worry, Spurti, you may get. Okay. DSA will be continued. Don't worry. DSA series will be continued. Okay. So the DSA series will continue. Okay. So as per the date, we will change our time. Okay. So we will change our time, Infosys training time. So it will be hopefully from 5 to 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Okay, so 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. we'll keep our timings. Okay, so I will schedule and I will post in our group. Okay, so don't worry. And DSA with Python, this will start from 25th 21st onwards. Okay, so this will start from 21st January onwards. It continues because many students are looking for this. They want to refresh their DSA concepts. Okay, so this will continue. Yeah, triple eight. Can you just specify when did you get this mail about 25th January? And if possible, can you just uh, send your mail to my WhatsApp, personal WhatsApp? Okay, so that I'll give some more clarity for others who are still waiting for their examination? Yeah, today evening. Okay, okay. I understood. Okay, so you got mail today evening. Okay. Yeah, there is another person. Okay, Swati 174. Yeah, so 25th, she also has an exam on 25th January. Okay, so that means 25th January is our next examination date. Okay, so for Infosys. So others who did not get mail about this 25th January. Okay, so you can just uh, send a mail to them specifying that, stating that I didn't receive any venue details or examination data, details about examination date. Okay, so definitely they will reply to you. And keeping this 25th January in mind, you start your preparation. This is my suggestion. Yeah. Okay, congrats, triple eight. You got a mail today evening. Okay, so start your preparation without any delay. Okay, so follow our training videos. Okay, so follow those techniques, learn those techniques, and work out some problems on your own. Okay, right? So there is one more person. I have completely completed my exam on 18th January, completed 12 by 12 easy, 5 by 12 medium, haven't received any mail for interview, any chance? Okay, right? Okay, so this person, one Raj. Okay, so it is Vamshi, I think. Okay, right. So uh, Vamshi, it is Vamshi 18. Okay, so Vamshi 18. So you also finished the exam, 12 by 12 test cases you finished for one problem. Okay, then for other problem, 5 by 12 test cases you finished. Okay, so fairly you will have chance of getting a interview mail. Okay, soon you will get interview mail because they send interview mails in batches, no? So that's why uh, if there are students who finished more test cases, they will get mail first. Okay, so in batches they will send interview mails, so you may get interview mail soon, hopefully. Okay, hope for the best. Don't worry, don't get depressed. Okay, right? So you have fair chances, no issue. Is it okay, Vamshi? Right? Okay, Spurti, you got mail. Okay, so in that exam date specified, you got mail regarding examination date. Just now you got mail. Okay, good. Yeah, Ramesh, can you just uh, tell the topics on which they focused in interview? Okay, so in interview, what topics can you just specify the topics, interview topics, on which topics they have asked questions, especially in technical. Okay, and also HR. So you can just send the questions to my WhatsApp personal, okay, so that I can share with other friends so that they get benefited from your experience. Okay, so like this we will well help one on one. We'll share our experiences together. Okay, so all these will be helpful for us for getting uh, more clarity on how to attend interview, how to prepare for interview. Okay, so all these are interview tips for you, real time interview tips, I can say. Okay, so Ramesh, it's a request to you to send all such questions to my WhatsApp number. Okay, so with venue you got the details. Spurti, congratulations. Okay, so now you can start your preparation. Okay, so hope now you understood how others completed their exam on 18th, got mail. Okay, so how to focus to get interview call. Okay, so how to prepare yourself. So one question completely you should solve. Okay, then second question. Okay, so 50% if you can solve the second question, so you have fair chances of getting interview call. Okay, so I suggest to solve all the three questions. Okay, all the three questions to get high package interview call. Okay, but you prepare for this. Okay, so then you will have fair chances of getting interview call for some other package, definitely. All the best, Spurti. Yeah, Ramesh, can you just share your interview experience topics? Yeah, thank you, 4492. Your coding explanation is very nice, sir. So thank you. And all these are just to help you all to get through your Infosys examination. Okay, so if you uh, get some idea in problem solving, okay, so how to attack the problem and how to write code. Okay, so I will be very happy. Right, so shall we take some questions? Okay, so those who attended on 18th January, okay, so they can reply to these questions so that it will be helpful to the students who are going to write their exam on 25th January. Okay, so I'll display these questions because many students asked these questions before 18th examination. Okay, yeah, uh, the first question is this: do we need to carry laptop to test center? Okay, so those who finished their exam can reply to this question. Based on your experience, I suggest other students. Do we need to carry laptop to test center? Yeah, so one of our student replied to no need to carry laptop. Can you elaborate? Will they provide a system? Will they provide system? Okay, so this one, so no need to carry the laptop to the test center. Okay, so no need to carry. So students, those who are going to write exam on 25th, remember this, no need to carry laptop. Will they provide system to you in the test center? Okay, so test center is going to provide a systems to the students. Yeah, so system will be provided. Okay, so no need to carry laptop here. System will be provided by the test center. System will be provided. Okay, so then another question. Okay, you can answer for doing this rough work. Okay, so do we need to carry white paper, or will they provide white papers for rough work? This is also very important. Can someone answer this? Because generating the logic on paper, okay, so we require this white paper. Without paper you cannot develop your code. Okay, so you need to work out the logic on paper, no, input to output mapping, all those stuff you need to work out on white paper. Okay, so for this, can someone answer this? Yeah, rough sheets will be provided by the test center. Okay, so they will provide rough sheets. Are they taking the rough sheets back? This is also very important. Rough sheets will be provided. No need to carry any white paper. Rough sheets will be provided. Are they taking these rough sheets back? Okay, so and if you need extra rough sheets, they'll also provide. Okay, so if you need, because you may be doing some mathematics, no, so much of mathematics you are working, so that's why they initially they provide one or two rough sheets. If those are not sufficient, okay, so you need extra sheets, they will provide. They will provide. Okay, so don't worry. What about taking back of these sheets? Will they take back? Okay, so what you did, have you taken those papers with you, or have you handed over to the test center? So we can take them or keep with us. It's our wish. Okay, so any other can at other test centers, is it the same? Okay, so because if they allow us to take these rough sheets with us, okay, so what you can do is you can just uh, write down okay, so you can write down at least one easy problem on that rough sheet if you have time. Okay, so that means at least if you can spend 2 minutes or 1 minute for just writing the outline of the problem. Okay, so it will be helpful to us to guide the next batch students. Okay, so if you can do this, if the rough sheets are allowed to take with us. Okay, so even test cases also you can just quickly write down. Okay, so if you are a group of students going together, okay, so just you can divide yourself. I'll write first problem, okay, in my rough sheet. Then second one, I can write a second problem in my rough sheet. I'll write third problem in my rough sheet. Then another one, I can write fourth problem in my rough sheet. So that after coming out, we'll have a bunch of questions with us. Complete set of questions we will have with us. Okay, so we can discuss the solutions for these questions. Yeah, so this is question one, okay, and some sub questions, queries, right? Then there is another question. What are the documents that I can carry to the test center? What are the documents that I can carry to the test center? Okay, can someone reply to this? Can someone reply to this? What are the documents that I can carry to the test center? Okay, in the instructions, it is clearly given that no electronic gadgets are allowed. Okay, so in our WhatsApp group, I shared the guidelines and instructions before you going for the examination. Okay, so no electronic gadgets are allowed. You cannot carry any electronic, even watch also you cannot carry, smartwatch also you cannot carry to the test center. Okay, but other than them, what other documents you should carry? Like a printout of your mail. Is it mail and valid ID proof? Is it enough? These two documents? ID proof? Are they asking ID proof? Yes. Quickly, someone can reply. Students who did their exam on 18th January or 4th January, could you just reply to these two documents? Is it enough? Printout of the mail regarding our venue details and valid ID proof. So this is just to help others who are going to write their exam, give their exam on 25th. You can help them. Okay, so these two documents, they are very much useful to you. Okay, so these two you need to carry to the test center. Okay, so then I'll come up with another important question. Okay, so why many students fail even after passing a sample test cases? Okay, so because many students they fail after submitting their code. So unable to get their private test cases passed. Okay, so why so this happens? So for that, I'll give some answers. Okay, so there may be some different reasons for this. Okay, so hidden test cases, why they uh, unable to clear the hidden test cases. Okay, so the very first reason is uh, inefficient time complexity. Okay, so that means they don't bother about writing the code with 2 3 loops. Okay, so that means you will get with a TLE trap, time limit exceeded trap. Okay, so this may happen because sample test cases usually involve small inputs. Okay, so generally for these sample test cases, okay, so you will have array of a size 5 or something like a 10. Okay, so but private test cases, when it comes to private test cases, okay, so then it checks for arrays of a size 10 to the power of 3 or 10 to the power of 5. Okay, so for these sizes of array, if you use inefficient time complexity, that means if you use the time complexity of order of n square, that means in one loop using another loop for with whose time complexity is supposed to be order of n. With order of n you can solve the problem, but you might have written uh, your solution with order of n square complexity. That means you might have used nested for loops or nested loops, I can say. Okay, so for these large input array sizes, then you will get TLE trap, time limit exceeded. Okay, so that's why uh, it is unable to pass hidden test cases. Okay, this is one reason. The second one is uh, edge cases. Okay, so as I said, ignoring the edge cases. This is another reason. Okay, so edge cases means, say for example, uh, you might have missed the logic for a empty array. Okay, so what happens when your array is empty? Okay, so there is no code for handling this empty array. Okay, so that means now it fails. One of the test cases may have this empty array as a test case. Okay, or if it is related to string, okay, so empty array in the sense you will have an empty array like this. In Python, it is empty list. Okay, so if it is a string, okay, so then you will have an empty string like this. Then your code may not handle such a boundary case. Then it fails some of the test cases. Okay, this is one reason. Then the second reason is boundary values. Okay, so boundary values, it is unable to uh, handle the exact minimum or a maximum allowed values. Okay, say for example, minimum value means 0 or 1, array size of 0 or 1, or string size of 0 or 1. Okay, so your code is unable to handle. Or maximum size means if the maximum size allowed is something like 10 to the power of 9, n less than, they say no, n less than 10 to the power of 9. Okay, so for this maximum size input, your code is unable to handle these test cases. Okay, so then you will get hidden test cases failed. This is another reason. Okay, then negative numbers, your code is not handling the negative numbers. If your array contains in public test cases, there may be only positive numbers. Okay, so your public test cases may contain positive numbers, but in hidden test cases there may have some negative numbers. Okay, so then you might have written code keeping these public test cases in mind, so then unable to handle these negative numbers. In such case it fails clearing the hidden test cases. Got it? Okay, so this is another reason. Then duplicates. Okay, so this is how they confuse. Your public test cases may not have duplicate values. Okay, so there may not be any duplicate values in the public test cases. Then you will think that your array is of distinct elements. Okay, but hidden test cases may contain duplicates. If you read the question properly, if you understand the question properly, then you will come to know about these points. Okay, so duplicates, if you cannot handle, okay, so then again these hidden test cases, it may fail. Okay, so this is another reason. Then the third reason may be integer overflow. Okay, so that means if you are generating some number, if you are generating some integer number as your answer. Okay, so for large input like 10 to the power of 5 or 10 to the power of 9, okay, so because of the kind of calculation you are doing in the code, okay, so the result may overflow the integer range. You may get an answer which is an overflow of integer. Okay, so integer will have some range. Okay, if it is 4 bytes then it will have some range. Okay, so you are getting your result okay, beyond that range. Okay, so that's why it is unable to pass the hidden test case. This is another reason. Okay, so these things you should keep in mind. And very important is hard coding. Okay, so then the fourth reason is hard coding. Okay, so most of the students do this. Most of the students do this hard coding. Okay, so that means what they do is, some students they try to cheat the system just by writing okay, so by writing something like, for example, in public test case, okay, so the output is something like hello or something. Okay, so they write some code like if so and so x is equal to so and so thing or y. Okay, so directly they write something like a print hello. They write just print hello here. Okay, so that means your code always prints hello only. Your code always prints hello here, but based on the input, here the output is something like a hello here. Okay, so if the input is some other thing, you may get some other output here. The question is clear. Okay, but you directly write a hard code your program. Okay, so just to print this hello. Okay, so if some other answer is given, okay, so something like 10, then you write some code which generates 10. Okay, but for some other inputs, if the answer is 25, then your code is unable to generate this 25. Okay, so this kind of coding is called as a hard coding. Okay, so that means what happens when you write hard code, you will write code keeping all the public test cases in mind. Okay, so then all your public test cases, when you run your code, okay, so they will run correctly. But when you submit your code, then all hidden test cases will fail. This is the problem. Okay, so people understand that since all my public test cases are passed, okay, so then it should get through the hidden test cases also. Okay, so no, it won't happen. You cannot cheat a Infosys platform. Got it? Okay, so these kind of things you don't do in such online examinations. Okay, and one more important is formatted outputs. Okay, formatted inputs or formatted outputs, what you can say, formatted strictness they follow, you can say formatted strictness. Okay, so formatted strictness in the sense that if the output is something like 10, okay, so it should be 10 only. Even if you print an extra dot, it won't accept. It won't accept. Okay, so for example, if the output is something like a 5 followed space 15, okay, so if there is only one space in the output and your code prints the output with 2 or 3 spaces in between, then also it is not accepted. This is called formatted strictness. You should follow strictly the kind of format in which they are asking the output. You should print in the same format, otherwise your output is not acceptable. Okay, 100% it shows as wrong. Expected output and actual output both are not matching, it says. Okay, even though you see the numbers 10 10, there is a difference between this 10 and this 10. This is only the expected output. This is the expected output, but the actual output contains an extra dot there. Extra dot. Okay, so that's why it is not accepted. It is not accepted. Got it? Okay, so these things you should keep in mind. If you follow these observations in your examination, definitely you will get all your test cases, hidden test cases passed. Right? Still, you have any more doubts? Yeah. So there are some questions. There is only one coding question. Yeah. Spurti, I said in the title itself. Okay, so in the title itself, so we shown that there will be 4 coding questions. Okay, so 4 coding questions will be there. Okay, and you need to solve any three questions. If you can solve, then you will get interview mail. Okay, so out of these three, is it required to solve all these 3 questions? Okay, so I have given answer for this in my first video. Okay, so just watch that day one video. Okay, so in the day one video, you will get answer for this. Got it? Then there is one more question. Yeah, only coding questions will be there. In the online examination Infosys, only coding you have to do. Only coding, that's it. No mathematical like reasoning questions, aptitude questions. Okay, age related questions, train related questions, no. This is only coding related test. Yeah, Teja has given the reply. So, Teja, have you written your exam on 18th? Four questions. So, easy, medium, hard, complex. So, what questions were asked on 18th? Okay. So, can anyone can reply because it is very hard to remember those questions. Questions of 18th January. Okay. So, if anyone remembers the questions, okay. So, you can just share those questions with us. So, in Infosys training group, WhatsApp group. Okay, so share those questions. Okay, okay then. So if you like this session, okay, so please like and share this video. If you are new to this channel, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also turn on the bell icon for more such placement related notifications and updates. So thank you one and all for sharing your valuable experiences about Infosys examination.